Tonight, Dekai Ekai. Hey, how's it going, Noiyse?
Hey, yes, actually doing good after international tour and back-to-back gigs in every weekend. Kind of tired, but I'm happy with what I'm doing.
Are you getting some well-needed rest now that you're in the island?
Yeah, actually, this is anyways my home, so being in home is like having a rest.
Woo! Finally, rest time. So let's get catching up with you, man. It's been like a crazy few years. You literally playing in Pakistan and Thailand and oh my God, have we missed out any countries?
Actually, I have played in, as you said, Pakistan, then Dubai, Australia, Thailand, Bali, Indonesia actually. So I think I played in Pakistan more than 4 times. 8 shows. They loves me. Like the Pakistan crowd likes me a lot.
What is the scene like in Pakistan?
To be honest, even I didn't think that there's a huge rave culture going in Pakistan when they booking me for the first time. Even I was wondering, oh, what? They booking a progressive house artist, underground music artist for the Pakistan, because we all know that Pakistan is a Islamic country and we know their culture and everything. But after I went there, I was like, oh, what is this? It's like better than some other countries in the world. Like the rave scene, the people are very energetic, they are really educated about the music and they have good taste. And the best thing is some people knows my tracks in names. When I'm playing it, they come into the stage, near the stage, and asking, oh, this is the track, right? Then I was like, oh, wow, the people are so crazy in there.
So what was the one thing that surprised you the most about Pakistan scene? Like the one thing that made you go, what? Are you serious, bro?
I think the Pakistan rave culture is kind of very old, because there are some pioneer DJs in Pakistan. They have introduced the DJ industry to Pakistan and the best thing is Pakistan rave culture is very underground, like they don't promote it in social media much, not like in Sri Lanka. They doing it like very low-key, but there are some pioneer DJs who went outside the country and learn in different countries. As I remember, one DJ came from USA and another one learned in Singapore. They introduced a different culture, a different sound to the people in Pakistan, and I think they loved it and they gathered around them. And I think by today there are a lot of international artists, like different huge names also. As an example, John Digweed, Nick Moore, a lot of DJs have performed in Pakistan. I think they haven't been in Sri Lanka yet, but they have performed in Pakistan, but in a very low-key, the real underground music, if I explain.
So what has been the touring scene like for you? Has it been like eye-opening? Has it been challenging for you as like a person from Sri Lanka?
To be honest, there were 1 or 2 music producers, DJs who were touring before me, like got international gigs, but I think I have been most demanded DJ at the moment from Sri Lanka to international gigs, so I'm really happy about that. Touring is actually, I don't take it as a challenge, because I'm a guy who taking everything as a chance, as an opportunity. When I got booked for an international gig for the first time, I got kind of like excited and I was like nervous, because this is the first time I'm flying out of the country after producing music and performing in Sri Lanka. Got a kind of nervous, but to be honest, I think in the whole world, the rave culture, the party culture, the music culture, the underground music culture is like a family to everyone. Like even though they doesn't know me or anyone in the event, but they talking and getting together and being a family. So after I went there, they were like treating me like their own brother. They were talking to me like very nicely and all, so that made me very comfortable, and I didn't feel any nervous. I felt like home and I performed really well. After that first thing, I didn't got any problem or I didn't think twice to accept an international gig and go there and perform because I knew how it's going and all. But I should say the scenario is very different to each country. Like as an example, if you took Dubai, the music taste and the people who seeking underground music, everything is different than Sri Lanka. When we comparing with the Australia, that culture is very different. The people are ready to party and finish at 2 a.m. But in Sri Lanka, we need the party till morning, maybe the after party, then after party, so we are ready. But in Australia, they are like, okay, the party is done at 2, okay, we are coming, enjoying, having fun, meeting people and dancing and leaving at 2 a.m. So very different. In Thailand, actually, they're having different islands, different areas, different clubs for underground music, electronic dance music, and their culture is like more like let's say Ibiza. We can see in the videos the people partying till the sunrise. They going to beaches and enjoying their daytime, and then again they having fun and partying at the night. So Thailand is like that. So very different cultures. I saw different people. I met different people. Actually, it's a very good experience when I'm touring with music.
Wow, I'm so glad you get to have that for yourself. Let's get talking about your record label, because I don't think you talk a lot about it.
Yeah, actually I didn't got a chance to talk about it. I started this about 1 year ago. To be honest, my record label is the thing that took me to the number 1 in the high progressive house chart, because I released only my music for an year. I started this label, actually there's a small story behind it. Every producer knows that when we sending tracks to other record labels, we have a 50-50 chance to get us accepted or get rejected. There are a lot of tracks, because actually I consider myself as a producer more than a DJ, because I love make music, I love make sounds. I always like when I got a free time, I'm going to my computer and okay, let's make a track, and I make the arrangements and writing something that in my mind. I have a lot of tracks, unreleased tracks. Some tracks are not even named, they are like ID. I can't even find the tracks I want sometimes, because when I'm going to a gig, I'm getting remembered, okay, there's this track I made, I want to try it today. But when I'm going to the folder, I can't even find it because it's ID. A lot of tracks in my folder. So the main thing I started my label is there are some tracks that got rejected from the record labels I sent about 2 to 3 years ago. I made those tracks got rejected from a lot of labels, and they were in my unreleased folder. So I started my label to release those unreleased tracks and the tracks that got rejected. And the best thing is, those tracks which got rejected from a lot of labels reach to the top of the Beatport chart when I'm releasing from my own label, and that gave me a huge confidence and a trust about myself. That actually gave a huge lesson. The rejection is not the end. I can remember there's one track called Metanoia I made in last year. It was there for like 1 month in the number 1 in Beatport. That track also got rejected from a label, and that track is like still rocking the dance floors when I'm playing, and still like a hit in my playlist. That's why I actually started my label, because I can release anytime I want, I can release any sound I want, and there's no way to get rejected because it's my own label and I can be me. I have the freedom to make any sound that I need and release in my label because it's my label. That's Till the Sunrise. And to be honest, I put that name. I had an idea, one day I will make this a festival or a huge event, Till the Sunrise, like from the sundown to the next day, sunrise. So that's why I put that name, Till the Sunrise.
That is so smart. And you told me you are completing 1 year. What does that mean? Does that mean you have something in the works? 1 year of your label?
Yeah, because I started it in November 10th. Actually, it's my birthday. Yeah, I released my first track on my birthday in last year, November 10th. So I completed 1 year. Now it's like past 4 months from the label 1 year. So this is like the second year that I'm going in. and last year I released 12 tracks or maybe 14 tracks in my label. Now from this year onwards, I'm gonna invite international guest artists to my label to make music, and there are some collaborations coming in through my label with me and another few international artists. Now I'm releasing like twice a month. I have an idea to release one track in April and another track after June or something, because I need to give a small break. But in the middle of that to releasing date, I will keep playing that tracks and promoting to my crowd, like in the gigs, in shows and radio podcast. I will keep promoting that track, then only I'm releasing after few months or weeks.
Are you wanting to maybe sign different artists in the future through your label?
There is a list that I have made, and there are few artists that have confirmed, okay, I will do a track for you. To be honest, I can't say the names, it will be a surprise. Woo! But I can say that it will be there will be some huge names in my label. Actually, I should say this, I'm gonna make this label iconic one in the industry and a world recognized one. Now actually the label is in number 11th or something in the world chart, in the record label charts. I want it to make a premium label that everyone want to release in there. You know, there are good labels in progressive industry also, like if you say an example Hernan Catania's label and Lost and Found, the Soundgarden, some labels like that. So I want to make my label that everyone wish to release. Okay, I want to release a track in Till the Sunrise one day, so I'm getting my label up to there. Then I have a plan to help all the Sri Lankan upcoming music producers by releasing a VA or compilation in my label and help them to like go their journey in the international market, because my label is one of the most top selling label at the moment in the Proton also.
That is brilliant, man. You found the success on your own, and it's all determination and hard work. Like, a lot of people have been curious, how does this bugger get more gigs, man, internationally?
The easiest and the most simple answer is productions. I have reached a lot of international charts and a lot of international artists supporting my music. The quality of the music, if an upcoming producer asks that question from me, I will say number one is quality production. Then number two is marketing yourself, like promoting yourself to the audience. You always should have quality productions, nice music, the music that match the audience requirement, you know. I saw a empty space in Sri Lankan crowd. They needed some groovy music, like some progressive music to dance with high energy, because Sri Lankan crowd is like more energetic from all the crowds I have seen. So they wanted something hype and some groovy tracks. So I got that point and I made tracks according to their requirement. So always we should make quality productions. The second thing is market yourself. Like, let's say if you're doing a radio podcast, you have to make a nice flyer and post on your page and market it in social media, because social media is the main thing now for every artist. So market yourself always, and when you got a chance for a gig or a good set time, or let's say okay, you're getting a gig, they're saying okay, you are new, play a warm-up set. Do your best when you got the chance. Do your best, and if you got the right chance, like you getting a chance to play in a peak time, show your talent. If the people understood your talent and if you played like a fire, after that they won't let you to play in a warm-up set or anything. They will directly book you for the peak time. You know, they know that okay, this guy is capable to do something really good. So always get that opportunity, perform well, market yourself, and make good productions, good music.
That is some solid diamond advice, straight from the life of. And my fella, so has anything changed with regards to you using your DAWs, or are you sticking to the same?
Actually, I'm using FL Studio. I tried the other DAWs too, but FL Studio was like very user friendly to me, and it was very easy. When I tried Ableton, actually I felt like okay, kind of complicated. But when I'm starting from FL Studio, actually in 2018, there were some people who saying, oh, FL Studio is like more into big room sounds, you know, you can't make underground music from FL Studio. And there was someone like, okay, use Ableton, you know, Ableton is really easy to make this kind of music. FL Studio is more into pop and, you know, EDM. I should say this, there are some very famous and very highly demanded DJs, music producers like Guy J. Actually, he making music from Cubase. If I say this too, there are some good producers in Sri Lanka too, like making music from Cubase. There's nothing like that, you know, you can't make music from this one, you can't make underground music from this DAW. There's nothing like that. Finally, however, the outcome should be the best. Like the sound, that certain sound should come from any DAW. You have to use your brain, your talent, and the software is just using only for writing your music. There are some differences, there are some easy ways and hard ways, they being different to each softwares, but however, end of the day, the sound should come out from any kind of DAW. So FL was my thing, and for the people who said you can't make underground music from FL, so here I am, I'm making like good tracks, like good sound from FL Studio. So there's nothing like that.
So what do you have to say about what's happening in Sri Lanka's underground scene? It's not really underground anymore.
Recently I saw in social media too a lot of people like saying, okay, underground is not underground anymore, we made this culture for years and years, and some people are doing this, that and all. For that thing, I should say, yeah, actually I'm taking this chance to thank all the DJs, all the old DJs, pioneer DJs who made this scene up to here. Because of them, even I'm talking from this mic today, because they made the industry, they made this culture, they brought the parties to Sri Lanka, made people entertain, and they gave the culture to the party crowd in Sri Lanka. I think there are underground parties, underground scene in Sri Lanka. Still, the underground should be underground, yeah, I'm accepting it. But according to the world and the technology, the changing culture, there will be some, not mainstreaming, there will be some commercial events too. If you took as an example, now the melodic techno is becoming mainstream, I guess, I don't know. This is my idea. I see a lot of people, they are not even dancing, they just only videoing, and a lot of visuals, and a lot of people in the crowd. Just take an example, Tale of Us, Afterlife events. That sound is becoming kind of mainstream now. So we also moving in a scene that updating with the technology. So still Sri Lanka has good underground events, really good locations, and nice vibe to do parties. And also there are some commercial events too, like if it's an underground, the real underground is like no one knows that we in that culture. That's underground, you know, nobody knows the scene, nobody knows the locations, nobody knows what's going in there. They informing it like very secretly, very low-key. So that's underground. But in Sri Lanka, actually we have the freedom, not 100%, but we have a wide market and we have a good demand for the electronic dance music events. Yeah, as you said, it's not 100% underground in Sri Lanka, but I think the commercial event should be commercial side, the underground event should be underground. I have seen a lot of underground artists now in the industry, like the top pay say artists performing commercial events too. If you took Shasha, John Digweed, even Hernan playing for 70,000 people, 50,000 people, and Ultra Music Festival, Boom Festival, a lot of different kind of festivals. So those events are not underground, those are commercial events. A DJ should not be limited to a certain thing if they are wishing to go for a massive crowd or a massive plan in their life in the future. But as I always say, I will always choose the underground culture because it's more fun and it's more like a family.
So you dropped the biggest surprise at Nevermore. What were those visuals about, my dude?
I didn't think that this will be a huge thing, but I wanted to make something new, you know. Always I wanted to give something new to the culture, this scene. I'm also a new guy to the field when we comparing with the other DJs, but I always wanted to give something new, a new sound or new thing. We can see in these days a lot of people doing events with audio and visual, with the screens and LED panels, huge walls, some nice quite like 3D animations and everything. So I was thinking, okay, there's no one has introduced their self in an animation, like, okay, this is him. I mean, in Sri Lanka, I wanted to make my own character animated to different characters, like I'm not gonna explain more because it's a surprise, it's coming up. So it was like a sneak peek I gave in that event. That's my own character I made with Pixel Designs. Actually, they are very talented. I can't remember the guy's name. Pixel Design together with some talented team, they made that character. They took pictures of mine and made that face of that character, and okay, that's official Noiyse project animation character. So I wanted to make something like that and present to the crowd. Okay, the crowd also was happy and they were clapping when they seeing that character for the first time in the screen. There will be more surprises with those visuals, but this is not forever. It will be very temporary because everything is updating. So I wanted to give something new. That's why I made that.
As an underground producer, do you feel like you need to use AI at some point?
Actually, I saw some social media posts and some opinions of a lot of international producers and DJs too about AI. As I believe, we can take everything in a good way, in a bad way too. Just like social media, if you say, as an example, if you took a knife, we can stab someone and damage him, but we can use it to cut vegetables or for some good things too. So the person who using that thing should know, okay, for which kind of things I should use this thing. So in the AI, we can use for the electronic dance music industry, because I think you also saw that the David Guetta has used AI and made Eminem's voice. He produced a track with Eminem's voice by using AI actually. So he used it for in a good thing. And I saw a lot of people saying, okay, in the future, even I posted something in social media, in future the AI will produce music and we have to stay at home. But actually that was a joke, because I don't think that people will accept an artificial intelligence who doing DJing and who playing some music and producing some music, because as I believe the music should come from a human heart and the brain, and it should contain the feelings of a person. So AI can't do that. And when we're playing to a crowd, the facial expressions, the connection between DJ and crowd, that can't be gained from AI. The AI will be AI in the future, but the producers and DJs will be there. But we can use that technology and do some things, beyond the limits by using AI.
For sure, man, for sure. And is there anything fans can look forward to for the rest of this year from your catalog, you touring?
There are a lot of gigs. International gigs have inquired and booked me, and I'm really happy if I could announce that in this interview. But the saddest part is being a Sri Lankan. Okay, let's say like this: if an international artist from a Europe country, if he got a gig and it got confirmed, he doesn't need to be fear to announce that, because we all know that he is getting visa. This is the problem. As an example, a person from Italy, a producer or artist from Italy got a gig in somewhere in the world, he can announce that because he's 100% confirmed. Okay, I'm getting the visa, I can go there and play. But unfortunately for me, I can't announce those gigs until I get the visa, because in last year I couldn't go to ADE, Amsterdam Music Festival. I couldn't get my visa. So sad. Like that, I have got a lot of international gigs, a lot of inquiries, a lot of bookings. Some are confirmed, but still I'm waiting to announce those. I can't announce till I get my visa. So but I can say that there are a lot of international gigs coming up, and also there are so many releases coming up, a lot of remixes and collaborations with different artists from well-known artists in the industry. I hope to do my Till the Sunrise anniversary show in November. That's not 100% confirmed, but I'm planning to do something really new, something different.
Cool. Anything in closing, my dude?
First, I should thank you for inviting me here, and it's really, actually I think we planned this interview for an year or something, because when I'm ready, you were busy with your work, and when you're asking, hey Machan, can you come for an interview, then I was like, oh yes, I'm flying tomorrow, I'm coming back for after a month, and I'm busy, and this and that. So finally we made it, yeah. So I'm here now. Thank you, Yasmin. For the first in my career, I should thank all the fans, all the Sri Lankan fans. Because of them, I'm here today. Like, fans mean all of them, the people who talking good to me, liking, commenting, sharing and supporting, and the people who showing my faults and mistakes. They also like really helpful for me, because I should focus on them, why these guys are saying this, so I have to make that point, why are they saying like this, so there should be something. So those guys also like very important to me. So thank you everyone, thank you my Sri Lankan fans, thank you all the fans around the world who listen to my music and booking me to international gigs and dancing for my music in international gigs and Sri Lankan gigs. Thanking all the DJs, all the pioneer DJs and all the DJs who playing my music internationally and locally. They made this industry and I came to this industry. Now we have a responsibility to protect this. So thanking all the DJs and thanking my family. Thank you everyone, and I'm really sorry if I couldn't mention anyone, but thanking all of you generally.
Shout out to our awesome venue sponsor, TechRoot, the home for this limited edition mouse. Made of magnesium, this one comes in only weighing at 42 grams. And the world only has 40,000 units of them. TechRoot is the only place where you can get them. So now that you know, make that smart purchase.